Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Anthony from Joice Hair, and today's video we're gonna show you how we measure our wig. And many people have the question that how we measure our wig and what is our criteria of a certain length wig. And today's video I will show you with samples of one long wig and one short wig. Can you guess how long is the wig? And this is a U-part wig. Very long, look very long, right? And actually this is our U-part wig, left parting we assembled with from 24 inches bundles. So we call it 24 inches wig. So by default for our company, if you say a 24 inches wig, which means we assembled the wig with frontal or closures of 24 inches and with 24 inches bundles. So 24 inches frontal lace closure and assembled with 24 inches bundles. That is a proper wig of 24 inches. So no compromise on the length. So how we measure the wig? Actually, many vendors saying that you need to measure from here to the end. Actually, this is not a proper way to measure the wig, because like this one, you see, if you measure from this top to this, you will get around 28, even 30 inches. But the correct way to check whether the wig is up to the length is you have to check length from the nape, like from here, you can see from here to the end, and you can see this is a proper 24, around 24 to 25 length, because the bundle we use is actually 24 inches, which actually goes to 25 or 25.5 lenses. So this is a correct way to measure. So this most of the time will creating the confusion on the length of the wig. So if you check from here, that you're getting a longer length wig. So if any vendor says that you should check the weight from the top, then they are actually stealing the length of the wig. This is a proper 3 bundles making into the U-part wig, and this will be how it looks. And also many people having the concern that, you know, when they see the end, and when they see the end, they say this is very thin, and why this hair actually bumping up here. Actually, this is not thin, because you know, when you see the inside structure of how the hair bundles are sewing in, you will see some bundles are actually sewing from here, and some are from the forehead, and some are sewing from the nape. So when you hold or when you wear the wig like this, you will actually see this type of hair will only reaching this point, but the hair in the nape, the weft sewing in the nape, will actually reaching a much more longer bottom. So that is why in the end you will see a thin some hair bumping up, because they are actually same length bundles, but due to they are sewing in different section of the wig, so on the end you will not see a very blunt cut. So if you want a blunt cut, then we have to cut this like this, so that the end will looking full. Same theory if we sewing the bundles longer here, like 24 inches here, but we sewing the short length bundles on the nape and on the back side like 20 inches or 22 inches, you will see a much more blunt one, much more fuller one on the end, but actually the wig will not up to the proper length. That will not be able to call a proper 24 inches wig. Many vendors are actually doing like this, like using long bundles here but short bundles at the end, and let you to measure the length from the top to here and 24 inches, but actually that wig is not up to the mark. It's not a proper 24 inches. That sacrifices a lot of length for the back side of the hair. So this is the proper way to measure the wig. I hope you should understand now. And some issue may happen when it comes to a shorter hair. Like when you talk about a 12 inches hair wig here, you can see that many people will holding like this part. There is not much hair in this part, and so this is not full, and the wig is not full and not up to the correct length. That is not the right way, because especially for this short hair, like less than 16 inches, the hair which is from the front side, like this closure is actually 12 inches. We can see that it's proper 12 inches, even can goes to the 14 inches closure. It even goes to the 14 inches closer, right? And but when you style it or when you wear it, it can only reaching to this part, right? But those hair which is sewing from the nape, from here, it can go into much more bottom side. So that is why when you see the end, you will see that there is not very blunt, and the hair is not as thick as you know, this side. So mostly that is the same way we creating a bob cut. Like people will cutting a 14 inches wig into a 12 inches bob. They have to cut a lot of hair here, and also like cutting even a 14 inches to a 10 inches bob wig. So that is how they creating different styles. So I hope you can understand how the wig is constructed, and so that you can know what type of hair you want, and you're getting you are placing the correct order, not like you want actually look a very full long wig, but you're ordering a short hair on the website. So definitely that kind of mistake, do not make that kind of a mistake. So hopefully today's video can help you more to understanding how the wig is constructed, and how to measure the proper length of the wig. And you can feel free to contact us, or like you want to customize a wig which like the way you want, like you want a blonde cut, saving the cost, pay less, and but on the end very full. You can tell us that we can find a most economic way to make the wig that you actually desire for. Or you can tell us that you want a wig making up with 18 inches 18 inches bundle in the front and 15 inches on the back, and with 15 inches frontal. We can do that as you want. So we can make the perfect wig according to your requirement, whatever you require, and we do exactly the same best products to your expectation. Thank you for watching today's video. If you're new to this channel, you can feel free to contact us and subscribe to our channel. Have a great day.